In the town of Southbrook, nestled between wooded hills and a winding river, life flowed smoothly and measuredly. Houses with crooked roofs stood in rows. The streets were filled with the friendly smiles of acquaintances, and every morning began with the slow rise of the sun above the horizon. Anna woke up every morning in the bedroom of the old house, where, over the years, the walls had absorbed the sense of memories and family stories. As she had done for many years, she started the kettle, dressed in a simple dress, and headed to the kitchen, a quiet ritual reminding her that life goes on without pause. On the kitchen table was the usual empty chair opposite her. Sometimes it seemed to her that this empty chair was a symbol of the growing distance between her and Henry. They lived in the same house, but often as if apart, each with their own thoughts, grievances, and dreams. "Henry, would you like some coffee?" she asked, trying to hold on to some kind of connection. "No, thanks." His voice sounded even, equally indifferent every morning. Anna understood. An invisible wall had grown between them. Neither of them yet dared to break it, but the silence already spoke louder than words. She went to work at the library, where books seemed like living friends. They did not change, did not betray, and did not disappoint. They gave her comfort that was so lacking at home. Anna recalled her youth, when she and Henry first met at the school dance. He was then shy and a little awkward, and she was a young girl full of hope. Henry, an engineer at the local factory, left early every morning, returning home tired and lost in thought, feeling that the house between them was growing cold. Michael's first day at work coincided with an unexpectedly hot July morning. He appeared in the library wearing a light linen shirt, with a friendly smile and dazzling eyes that seemed to see beyond the fog of everyday life. Anna gave him a tour, watching how he curiously examined every corner as if searching for his place. "You seem to love books," she remarked with a slight smile. "I adore them," Michael replied. "Books are journeys always at hand, always surprising." Their conversations quickly went beyond the walls of the library. They exchanged recommendations, debated classic heroes, and shared moods. "Why did you choose Southbrook?" Anna asked one day, interested. "A town with a soul," he answered. "A place where you can hear yourself." For Anna, Michael became something new, like fresh wind after a long winter chill. His passion encouraged her to look at the world around her differently. In the library, Michael handed Anna a book with yellowed pages, an author they both loved. "This book reminds me," he began, "that life always has room for change and new beginnings." Anna smiled and replied, "Sometimes I'm afraid of change. It scares me that it can destroy what's familiar." Michael smiled back. "But sometimes change is the only path to true happiness." They looked at each other for a long time, and a spark of trust passed between them. Summer evenings in Southbrook always had their own special atmosphere. The scent of jasmine mixed with coolness. The night sky was clear and starry. One such evening, Michael invited Anna for a walk. They walked silently, enjoying the quiet and the moonlight reflecting on every leaf and blade of grass. Time stood still, and thousands of thoughts and feelings overwhelmed their hearts. "Anna," Michael began, "tell me, what do you want from life? What makes you happy?" She answered quietly, "To be heard, to be understood, to feel important again." His words, glances, and support became an island of salvation for her. Days and nights filled with conversations, tenderness, and trembling changed Anna. She began to dream again of feelings, deep and real. But with those dreams came fears, betrayal, divorce, the destruction of a family. One evening under the starry sky, Michael asked, "Are you afraid?" Anna sighed. "I'm afraid of losing everyone I love, but I'm even more afraid to live my life alone." Her heart fluttered between passion and fear. One late evening returning home, Anna met Henry. His gaze pierced her, full of pain and disappointment. Everything became clear. Pain and despair gripped them both. Words of hurt and misunderstanding replaced years of silence. They talked for a long time, for the first time in years. "Why?" he asked. "Why did you stay silent for so long?" Anna replied through tears. "I was afraid of losing you, and myself." Henry was silent for a long time, then quietly said, "I was afraid too, afraid of losing us." Their souls met in that moment of pain and hope. Returning home later than usual, Anna met Henry at the doorstep. "I know everything," he said quietly, with pain in his voice. "I didn't want to hurt you," Anna whispered, "but I was lost." They stood silently for a long time, realizing the magnitude of what had happened. "What now?" he finally asked. "Fight for us," she answered. Henry looked at her with pain. "I always thought we were a team, but now I don't know who you are." Anna struggled to hold back tears. "I was lost. I was lonely, and I made a mistake. I'm sorry." "Forgiveness is not just a word," he replied. "It's the path we must walk together if you want." The first months were a trial for both. Visits to a specialist, long walks, conversations, and new habits. Anna learned to open up without fear of judgment. Henry worked through his wounds and learned to trust again. Each day was a ritual of small victories. Dinners without arguments, walks in the rain, words of support. In the psychologist's office, Henry said, "Every morning I wake up wondering how to live on." Anna added, "We're learning to forgive, realizing that love is not only joy, but also work." Slowly, new trust began to grow between them, based on honesty and patience. During one session, Anna whispered, "I dream of peace in my soul, but the fear of destroying them forever haunts me." Henry replied, "I'm trying to find where I crossed the line. I'm learning to let go of the past to build a future." New dimensions of sincerity appeared in their relationship, ones that previously seemed impossible. On a clear spring day, the family gathered by the lake. Blooming trees reflected in the clear water, and Lena played a melody full of tenderness and hope on the piano. Anna looked at Henry and realized that despite all the scars, they had preserved the most precious thing, the connection of their hearts. No matter what happens, love is the path we choose every day, she thought. Their life story became proof of the power of forgiveness, patience, and endless hope. Years passed. Southbrook in spring was filled with the sounds of awakening nature and the scents of blooming trees. Morning in Anna and Henry's house began with sunlight pouring through windows, filling rooms with warmth and life. Anna sat on the veranda with a cup of coffee, watching Lena prepare for music school. The girl was already grown, talented, confident, with dreams just beginning to unfold. Henry came out of the house with a newspaper, smiling as he looked at his wife. "Remember how we used to be afraid to face changes?" he said quietly. "I remember," Anna replied. "Now I know. Change is part of life that leads us to growth." They sat side by side, holding hands tightly. feeling the calm that came with understanding and acceptance. In this house, a new chapter had grown. Their family became stronger because they survived trials, learned to forgive, and to love deeper. Looking out at the horizons, they knew, in love, there are no victories or defeats. There is only the path they chose to walk together.